ghosts, entities, photos, dwarfs, elves, mythical creatures, things we caught photographing Bigfoots and doing our editing projects into the mythical world of cryptids. This is our Dazzle You paranormal premiere of those entities caught on film. We have several throughout our season. I keep talking about them, but now I'm going to show you our mythical creatures. Some are medical, physical, like, you know, there's ghosts, there's other entities, there's flesh and bone, then there's the mythical creatures, the ones that we think about, the elves, the dwarves, the other things. Let's check it out on Dazzle You. Alright, check out this picture for a moment, because I'm about to show you 5 or 6 mythical creatures in this photograph that are right there. I've been doing videographs for a while now. You can see I did this photograph on reason. I thought there was something moving back here. This goes into a awesome dwarf. Check out this magical guy down here with the cross on his head. See him? We're going to check him out here in a minute. He's right there. This is one real photograph. This is my studio. This is why I call it an award-winning type of photograph, because it has things in there, and I meant to do it, and it turned out great. But at the time I was just learning. But anyways, let's go into the mythical creatures and what I've learned from doing videographs. So a totem pole on the top right, you see these 2 trees. There's going to be 1, 2, 3 creatures. They kind of go off like this, but between the poles pretty much in 3 faces. Some people say that Indians and other things like totem poles will make this. So we're going to see the guy here in the bottom, but the first guy I'm going to show you is right there. You see him? His head is protruding on the other side. He has 2 black eyes, a nose, and a very white tail. Looks like there's this energy beam, almost like it's like tied it up in some kind of like battery type of knot, like a tail. His head is actually protruding on the other side of this tree. Very long face, 2 eyes, 2 nose. You can see him from back here. He is over there on the right of me. Next guy up is right below him is the ninja. You see this big old thing sticking over the top of his head like it's wearing some sumo wrestling hat, and it's all tied off at the top like it's some kind of pair of antennas. There's also a stick protruding up through one of its eyes, hiding its left eye, or one of its eyes. It has 2 black eyes, a very definitive nose, and is right below the guy protruding on the other side of the tree looking at me. Also hiding one of his, I say left eyes, it's actually his right eye. And his right eye, again, with some kind of thing going out through it. He looks like some kind of protector, ninja warrior. See the light, see the energy, see him. There's 2. This is one photograph. Now, right below him is also what I like to refer to as a troll. You see on the very bottom, trolls are also on the bottom. 2 black eyes, again, hiding the right eye on our side, the left eye. Very big nose. You can see its head protruding out there, and you can see it's 2 black eyes, and very visible. Whatever is down there on the bottom is home. Trolls are often dwarf. This guy I do not know. Looks like a Frogger type. This guy looks like a guy in a cartoon. This is me. Behind him is the Banana Man. Now I want you all to take in the vivid colors first of the bottom. This is taking near a restaurant. There's a concrete side, and I do believe there might have been maybe even some kind of toxic dumping, because look at this face in there. There's another guy down in here in this water. But see the purpley hume around there? I've heard moats, and they do these rituals where they can suck spirits out from reptilian knowledge of studying cryptids and other animals. Purple Hun, the entire Hun dynasty was covered in it. It'll take you from the 3rd dimension to the 2nd dimension, turn their dynasty into stone, and then they suck their souls out. But I don't know about souls or this and that, but there's the Banana Man, just like you see in movies. Now, how did movies know about the Banana Man? Because check him out. There he is. It's the Banana Man. Two black eyes, one covered, and he's got this long white stick, like a long. Look at that energy. See that again, white glowing. I see this a lot in Bigfooting. So I talked to psychics about the connection between the paranormal world and the psychic world. And I told them that, a lot of times we say Bigfooting to an investigator paranormal, and they say, oh, they go through a portal. And we say, oh, that to the other person, and I'll say, oh, the ghost. But a lot of the stuff we do is very similar. We're both looking for elements and things of cryptids and other animals, but we're just looking for them in different ways. So we get our techniques together. I had this lady's card, and I had this incredible story I met from the guy from News Now. Now this guy is totally awesome. He is a dwarf elf in the middle of the screen, and he has a cross on top of his head. Okay? He also has two black eyes, seems to be wearing a cloak, and has some symbols around his body, a Y, some weird looking see like Y right there, another Y on this side, his nose, his whole hat. Okay, look right there. There's a little thing right there in the middle, and it's covered, and it's like entrapped and almost like double caged. You can see these other entities, this face is over here, just waiting for it as it's performing this ritual, as this white light goes down, maybe sucking its soul out from this purple hue as it will go out. But that is totally... favorite, Pixie ELF. Now, this is my favorite, so I had to just redo it because I was just starting. I didn't know a whole lot. You just saw the consistency with the black eye, the one eye covered on almost every entity on that first photograph. Well, this photograph was also taken right down a 1/4-mile trail, and I was looking at all these exhibits of formations. As you can see, this like big old circle like Y thing, and these two sticks in the middle. He was climbing in the middle of it. I was taking a picture of the formation. The whole picture is really big, and I cut it out and put it on Facebook. I pulled it out and tried to save it, and I just love it because it's a fan favorite because it's a Pixie ELF. Now I know Edwin Sanders does some stuff, and other people like the looks like the Hobbit and whatnot, but I want to just point out a couple things. The reason why I did it like this, because I'm going to just do the close-up version. You see him hanging there, right? It almost looks better if I right about in here. There's a little bit of gleaming going around its head, like magic. It's wearing a hat. Now, these Pixie Elves, they're often known to wear acorns and do other things, and they have very skinny bodies and almost chloroform type of bodies. This thing, I can almost imagine in my head like doing flips up off the trees as it came in. I was doing hoots and howls down this 1/4-mile trail. The same place where I just caught the 5 entities. I sat down, did some more calls, and was messing around. You can even see it in one of my trailers. But like I said, it seems to be wearing something, and again, 2 black eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, and almost seems to be wearing some kind of boots or shoes. It's perfectly fit between the 2 trees, but what I wanted you to notice is this perfectly round tree, like one of those trapeze trees, and it's also bent up and twisted around. It's about to swinging off of that tree like it's about to take off and swing off, and that's how these things get around. Very trapeze, very agile, very stick-like, but you can totally see what he was doing is he was walking on this stick, and he's holding on to the stick and he's about to take off. So it's being that it's something in motion, it is something that we can more appreciate about depicting the differences of what's going on. So like I said, you can see that magical light around there, the eyes, the whole body. Why is it in the middle of a structure that I investigated? Again, the psychic and the paranormal seem to mix about the things that we are looking for. This is my Pixie ELF that I caught on that same day. Totally true story. I wanted to redo it all in my paranormal premiere on Dazzle U.